Jerry, I'm glad you're here today. Before we get going, I'd like to let you know that we've done something that no other store in this area has done. Okay? We're a Motor Trend certified store, and we're one of the very few in the country, certainly one of the only ones in this region. Motor Trend chose us because of our history of taking care of customers. But because we're a Motor Trend store, we're going to do something that very few people will do, and that is, Jerry, let me ask you a question. Most people, when they walk on a dealer's lot, are afraid of paying too much for a car or a truck. Are you afraid of paying too much for a car or a truck?
Yes, I am.
Okay. It is impossible for you to pay too much at Champion. Now, I'm going to guess you think I'm out of my mind.
Not quite.
Okay, well, I may be out of my mind, but here's what I know for a fact. You can't pay too much here. And by the way, we put this in writing. And here's how it works. When you take delivery today, all right, you've got 5 days, if you so desire, to search every website on the planet. If you find a similar vehicle to the one you take home today, with the same benefits that we're going to provide you, and it's advertised for less money, all you do is call me and say, hey, Steve, I found it. And I'm going to say, show me. And if you show me the vehicle with the same benefits that we offer, advertised for less money, I'm going to say, hey, Jerry, come get your check. We're going to cut you a check for 100% of the difference. Now, has any dealer ever told you that before?
That's the first I've ever heard of it.
Okay, and by the way, this is in writing. This is not salesperson talk. It is in writing in the form of our best value guarantee, and we give you this to take with you. So again, you can't pay too much at Champion. Now, a lot of people leave here because they're worried that the vehicle they were looking at wasn't the right vehicle. I mean, let's face it, if I go to Home Depot and I pick out a leaf blower and I take it home and it doesn't blow the leaves like I want it to blow, can I take it back to Home Depot and exchange it?
Oh, yeah.
If I buy a sweater and I take it home and my wife says, you don't look right in that sweater, can I take it back and exchange it?
Yep.
But when you buy a car, can you take it back and exchange it?
No.
Well, you can here, okay? When you take delivery, if you get the vehicle home, you've got 72 hours. Don't put any more than 300 additional miles on the odometer. But if you decide the vehicle isn't the right color, doesn't have the right equipment, your dog barks at it and doesn't like the car, whatever, just give me a call. I'm going to say, come on back, Jerry. Let's exchange it for the right one.
Oh, you won't take it back and
No,
buy something else?
we will exchange it. We want you to leave here because we know you're going to keep the car for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. We want it to be the right car or truck for you. So you can't buy the wrong vehicle here because if you get it home and you decide it's the wrong vehicle, bring it back and exchange it for the right vehicle. How many dealers do that?
That's the first I've heard of it.
All right. Lastly, if you're looking at a pre-owned vehicle, a lot of people wonder, gee, what happened to the vehicle before I had it? Am I buying somebody else's problem? And you can't do that here either. That's not a mistake you can make. Why? Well, we inspect the vehicle, but you know, everybody does. Every dealership in the town will tell you they inspect it. We inspect it not to our own standards. We inspect it to Motor Trend standards. Now, Motor Trend is the who said it of the highest magnitude in the automotive industry. I mean, they're the ones that pick out truck of the year, SUV of the year, compact of the year, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So their standards are high. We have to meet them. If we don't replace or repair anything that is wrong with that vehicle, we cannot Motor Trend certify it. What we do is we send it to the auction. One of the other dealers in town buys it and they put it on their lot. You may have already seen some of our rejects. But we don't just inspect it, then we guarantee it. And we don't guarantee it with a powertrain warranty. We guarantee it with a comprehensive warranty that covers most of the mechanical workings of that vehicle, including all the electronics, all the high-tech items, your power windows, your power locks, there's very few things that aren't covered. In fact, I'll show you. It's easier to explain it by showing you that. That tells you what's not covered, and basically it's the interior and the metal. Okay? The rest of it's covered. Thank you. Subject to a small deductible, and that's good for 6 months or 7,500 miles, and you absolutely, if you're going to keep the car longer, have the opportunity to extend
What's the
it.
small deductible?
$100 is the small deductible. So if you've got a $700 power window actuator that needs to be repaired, you pay $100, somebody else pays $600. So, Jerry, At Champion, you can't pay too much for a vehicle, you cannot buy the wrong vehicle, and you don't have to worry about buying someone else's problems. We've eliminated those fears. Now, what I suggest is we go have some fun right now, check out the vehicle you came in to see to make sure it's right for you. How's that sound?
Okay, works for me.
Okay. Now, that's a conversation I'm going to have early on with the customer. All right? As regards the other elements, all right, paintless dent repair. This can pop up a number of different places. The number one place it should pop up is when you're doing the trade walk with your customer, okay? And if you're doing, I know right now as your process is set up, you're doing it after the test drive, right?
Oh, yeah. Assessing the vehicle. I'm trying to think of what doing what after. Yeah.
If it's being done at all, thank you.
Right.
All right? Now, I'm not talking about changing the appraisal process, all right? But what I am talking about is getting out to the customer's car early in the transaction for a couple different reasons, which I'll go into later on. However, that's the best place to talk about paintless dent repair. It's the best place to talk about cosmetic wheel.